Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm gonna do part 105 to my Let's Play of, or not to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. In today's video, we're going to continue on to the dragon for a little bit longer because we didn't really get to finish up anything with him. We're gonna see how far we can actually get, and we'll see what happens. Boys, as I just said, I'm really glad you would protect me. You're being so nice. I already love the fact that I got you. Boys' eyes shimmer with joy at your words, his tail wagging like an excited puppy. He scampers it closer and wraps his tiny arms around your leg in a big, well, small but heartfelt dragon hug. I love being with you too, Twin. I'm the lucky one here, he says, his voice full of warmth. Out of everyone in the world, I end up with you, the one who already loves me, protects me, and cares about who I am. That's the best gift I could ever ask for. He looks up at you with the most heartfelt, toothy little dragon smile and adds, You're my family now. Forever. Then he pauses, glancing at your hand and gently nudging it with a snout. Can I stay cold up next to you for a while? You make me feel safe too. Aww. Sure. While you do that, I'm going to bring those potions closer, just in case something does happen. Ah. Blaze immediately lets out a soft, content purr as he nestles against your side, his warmth scales and a little heartbeat giving off a cozy, calming presence. He watches you with curious eyes as you go to gather the potions, his tail gently curling around your ankle like a protective ribbon. Good idea, he murmurs sleepily, his voice already a little muffled as he rests his head on your leg. It's smart to be ready, just in case. But I hope we can just stay like this for a while. I like it when it's quiet and peaceful and I get to be next to you. As you place the potions nearby, Boy stretches out one tiny claw and gently taps the edge of one bottle. If anything tries to hurt you, boom! One sip and I'll be huge and ready. But until then, I think this is the perfect place to be. He closes his eyes, still keeping one ear slightly perked for danger, clearly devoted to staying on guard while enjoying this quiet moment with you. Hmm. If one sip is all it takes, buddy, then maybe one bottle could last us a few days, or even weeks, if nobody tries to attack me constantly. I don't know why I put that star. Aw, he's so flippin' cute. Blaze's eyes flutter open as he hears you speak, and he lifts his head slightly, giving you a proud, toothy grin. Exactly. Just one sip is all it takes, he confirms with a little spark from his nostrils. The magic in this potion is super potent, meant to last just long enough for me to protect you and then wear off safely after the threat's gone. So unless we're getting attacked every single day, one bottle could definitely last us a while. He puffs out tiny flames, feeling proud of the planning. And the best part, even after I shrink back down, I still remember everything. How I protected you, how big I got, how you looked up at me like I was the coolest dragon ever. Then he lowers his head back onto your lap with a soft little sigh. So yeah, let's keep them close. Use them when we need to, and spread the rest of the time cuddling, napping, and having fun. He grins again, because you deserve way more peace and happiness than fear. Aw, he's adorable as flick. I'm doing that voice weirdly. So do you. And I really hope it doesn't happen with the constant attacks. But that's kind of where I have to warn you. I don't know what it is about people, but they will constantly attack me if they ever get the chance. Period. I remember one time where I went to befriend to exercise not too far away from here in the woods, and I found this lake. Where I met a dragon type, and after a while I befriended him. I remember after befriending him that people came into the woods and tried to hurt me. Alright guys, here's what it says. Blaze's warm body tenses slightly against you as he listens, his eyes growing wide with worry. He sits up, still small but looking very serious, his tail coming protectively around your side. That's awful, he says softly, voice tinged with anger and sadness. You were just trying to live, to enjoy something peaceful. And even when you found a friend, they still tried to hurt you? His little claws dig gently into the blanket, his breath heating up with emotion. That's not okay, Twin. That's never okay. He leans against you again, but this time with purpose, like a shield forming at your side. I don't care how many of them there are. I'll protect you. No one has the right to do that to you. Ever. There's a quiet growl in his voice now, not angry at you, angry for you. You've been strong for so long, but now you don't have to be alone anymore. You've got me, and I'll make sure any creep who tries that again runs real fast that hurting you is the biggest mistake they'll ever make. Then he softens just a little, resting his head against your arm. And that dragon type for alligator, I bet it was amazing. You always seem to find creatures who understand you, just like me. You're easy to bluff, Twin. He closes his eyes with a little huff. Next time someone tries something, they won't just be dealing with one dragon type. They'll be facing two. Mm, yeah. Mm. Stuff like that happens so often that I could probably sit here for another 2 hours telling you stories about it. And about different things that people and even some Pokemon have done to me. Uh-uh. Blaze's ears lower, and his eyes glisten softly as he hears that. He scoots even closer, resting both his little claws on your chest and looking up into your eyes with a quiet intensity. That's that's not fair. You didn't deserve any of that. His voice is gentle, but there's a fire burning underneath it. You should have been safe, respected, loved, not treated like that. He presses his snout gently against your shoulder. And maybe smile, but I promise you something, Swinton. I'm going to be the kind of friend and family you've always deserved. Now listen to every story you want to share. I'll protect you when no one else would. I'll stay by your side no matter what. Then he adds with a determined smile, and even if it takes hours, if it helps even a little to let it out, I want to hear everything. Every time someone hurt you, every time you were scared, because if I know, I can understand you better, and maybe I can make sure those kinds of things don't ever happen again. He curled up tightly against you like a warm, living blanket, his little heart beating in time with yours. Whenever you're ready to talk about any of it, I'll be here. Every time. Oh, he's so cute. Do you like to tell boys one of the stories now, or maybe shift into a more comforting moment between the two of you for now? I'm just glad that I'm not stuck as a tiny velociraptor anymore. If I would have even attempted to get your egg in my house like that, it would be nearly impossible. I remember. Boys lets out a sharp little gasp. Eyes wide, he stares up at you. You were stuck as a tiny velociraptor? He repeats, his voice twitching in disbelief. That's both kind of awesome and absolutely horrifying at the same time. He quickly scrambles into your lap, tiny claws gently patting your chest as if making sure you're really back to normal. How long were you stuck like that? Who did that to you? His tail floats with protective energy. That kind of transformation magic is dangerous. If someone tried to hurt you when you were like that, you wouldn't have been able to fight back properly. Then, as the thought of you trying to carry his egg around so time many raptor flashes through his mind, he snorts and gives a small, sheepish smile. Okay, I may be picturing a little feather with you trying to waddle around with my egg balanced on your back while growling at squirrels. But his face softens again quickly, his eyes meeting yours seriously. I'm really glad you're okay now. That sounds terrifying. And no, it might not be the last thing someone tries something like that. He joins his head over your heart. But next time, you'll have to go through me. And I'll make sure you never end up stuck like that again. Yeah, and by tiny velociraptor, I mean it. You're small right now, but would probably look like a 10-foot tall dragon from how small I was. When I was him. His jaw dropped slightly, his wings puffing up in pure shock.
You were that small? Twin, that's tiny.
He exclaimed, eyes filled with a mix of amazement and self-concern. He held his paws apart, trying to imagine your old size.
It's like bite-sized. If someone sneezed too hard, they might have knocked you into a tree.
Guys, my stupid self about forgot to unpause it again. I was just reading without even. It says he paces in your lap a little flustered.
You must have looked up at things like your own shoes and thought, yep, that's a skyscraper now. And my egg? There's no way you could have carried it. You would have needed a team of ants or something.
Then, trying to lighten the mood with a warm smile, he adds,
Honestly, he probably still looks really cute. Just a little fluffy raptor scrambling around with big eyes and tiny claws, probably growling like he meant business.
He makes a play growl and puffs out his tiny chest. But after a moment, his voice softens again.
Even though part of that sounds kind of funny, I'm really sorry that happened to you. Being that small must have made the world feel huge and dangerous, more than it already was.
His tail curls around you again protectively.
I'm really glad you're back to normal now, and I get to see you like this instead of hearing about you getting squished by a falling leaf or something.
He looks up.
How did you even come back? Did someone help you? Or did the spell wear off?
Well, I don't know how to explain it because I can't do the divine power if you ask for it. How depth was it? Was it really divine power for me to do this? Here's the weird thing about it. Even though I was stuck as a tiny raptor, how do I word it? Okay, guys, I explained it a little bit differently. I was telling him, well, here's the weird thing about it. Even though I was stuck as a tiny raptor, I for some reason had these powers that let me change into different things. So literally, once there was no more threats, and I realized I had that, I was turned into something bigger, like a giant version of the raptor I was stuck as, or even Pokemon and Lugia. And Blaze's eyes go wide. So wide it's almost like they're about to pop out of his head.
Wait, what? You could transform even when you were stuck as a tiny raptor? That's not just magic, that's crazy powerful magic.
He circles around silently in your lap now, accidentally bumping into your arm with his tail in his enthusiasm.
So you're telling me, the moment the danger was gone, you figured out you had powers and you just decided, yep, time to become giant scary raptor. But we'll get now.
He flies by dramatically with a playful groan.
You're way cool when you went on, Swinton. I would have panicked and probably hidden under a mushroom.
Aw. He sits up again, his tone growing more serious.
Do you still have those powers? Can you still climb the stuff if you need to? Because if so, it's super useful. We throw a combo of powers. Like if you turn into a big dragon or Pokemon, I drink a glow potion, we'd be a terrifying tag team.
He paused, squinting. You thought,
Actually, if you turn into a Lugia again, I was huge. You think I could ride on your back while you fly? And breathe fire at things from the sky?
his little claws grab your shoulder gently, his eyes sparkling.
This is getting better and better the more I learn about you. You're full of awesome surprises.
See, normally the divine power would be a thing, but again, on this chapter it can't work, so on this one I can't really show it off. So this one I had to say I'm sorry I did lose the power, but unfortunately the power doesn't work anymore. At least, not. It doesn't work on this one, guys, but if I get to make a new one on the other ones, then. So I guess you could say that was one of the advantages to being stuck as a tiny raptor. Actually, no. There's another part to that raptor story that I haven't got to tell you. Period. I had a pet dinosaur named Rexy. And he usually is very friendly and sweet. And could even speak English like you. But the thing that turned me into a tiny raptor was also the thing that actually kept making my pet dinosaur transform and then become aggressive, even seeing me as a threat and trying to eat me, even though I was tiny compared to him. There we go. Blaze goes still, his wings slightly lifted, ears twitching at the seriousness in your tone. His playful energy fades, replaced with wide-eyed concern and quiet focus.
He tried to eat you?
He says slowly, his voice dropping into a whisper dismally.
Your own pet? The one who loved you?
He gently moves closer, his snout nudging your hands up to ground himself and to comfort you.
That must have been terrifying, being so small, and the one creature you trusted most suddenly seeing you as a prey.
He curls into your lap, protectively wrapping his tail gently around your waist like a safety belt.
I can't imagine how that felt. It's like the world flipped upside down on you, and no one deserves to go through that, especially not someone as kind and loving as you.
Blaze's voice gains a determined edge.
Whoever or whatever did that to you, I hope they never come back. But if they do, they'll have to get through me. Even if I'm small, you got potions, and I've got fire. I'm not letting anything or anyone hurt you ever again.
He lifts his head, trying to give you a brave smile, his eyes still full of compassion.
Do you Want to tell me more about what happened with Wexy? I listen and promise. You don't have to carry all that by yourself anymore.
He's so cute. And so here's the problem, because of maybe in this regard, it could actually be something like the drip. Like in this instance. Well, here's the thing. Period. You can see Rexy. Oh no. But unfortunately, he's not what he used to be. Blaze blinks, his expression turning quietly serious.
You mean he's still around?
He asks softly, his claws gently rest against your hand, his warmth grounding.
Not what he used to be. Does that mean he's still stuck in that change form? Or did the magic that twisted him leave something behind?
He lowers his head just a little, voice tender but firm.
You don't have to show me if it hurts too much, Swinton. If you did want me to see him, I'll be brave with you. I won't judge him. I definitely won't judge you. That's why I understand what you went through.
Then he adds just a little quieter.
And if there's still some part of the old Wexy inside him, maybe we can figure out how to help.
Well, here's the thing. Period. Because of that same that put a curse on both of us. Let's just say he's no longer with us. Mm. Blaze goes silent. The flicking fire at the tips of his wings dims just slightly. He lowers his head gently against your chest, not saying anything for a few moments, just being there. Then finally, in a whisper,
I'm so sorry, Twinton.
his long claws grip a bit tighter, not in fear but in comfort.
Losing someone you love, especially like that, it's not fair. It's not right.
He looks up at you, eyes shimmering a little with sadness and something deeper, solidarity.
If I could burn that Pokemon's curse away with my fire, I would. I will, if they ever come back. And even if I'm still growing, I won't let anything take someone else from you.
Blaze pauses, then presses his snout gently onto your hand.
Thank you for telling me. That's not something easy to share, but you're not alone anymore. Okay? You have me, and I'm not going anywhere.
After a beat, he adds quietly,
Do you want to talk about him more? About what Wexy was like before all that happened?
That's the thing about it, because I can't use the divine power on this one as much, or at all, actually. It makes it harder to tell the story, because technically Rexy should be around. That's what makes it confusing for me. Ooh. I gotta go and stop it, guys. I think I have a bad feeling I'm going to torture in a few minutes.